Hi, my name is Kate. I'm one of the librarians in Richmond Libraries, and I'm here today to recommend some books for the LGBTQ History Month. This is a selection of non-fiction titles. Please check our catalogue to find more recommendations and to find more fiction, non-fiction, graphic novels, children's books, teen books in there. I'm pretty sure you can find something that will interest you. My first recommendation is a poetry collection. It's called 100 Queer Poems and has been edited by Mary Jean Chan and Andrew Macmillan. This poetry collection consists of 100 poems, and they're written by people who you might have heard about. So we've got poets such as Caroline Duffy and W.H. Holden and Wilfred Twine in here, but you'll also discover new voices. And a beautiful thing about poetry collection is the fact that you can then check their poetry collections as well and find more poems by them. This anthology can be read in any way, in any order you wish, but it's divided into several sections, and each of them concentrates on the different aspects of life. For example, we have a poetry about adolescence and growing up. We have poetry about domesticity and about living as a queer person. We have poems about queer history. We have poems about what the future holds for us. We've got poems about queer journey. It's a beautiful anthology. It's in no way a canon. It's just a selection, a snapshot, adding new voices to the conversation going. My second recommendation is a graphic novel. It is Genderqueer, a memoir by Maya Kobabe. Maya writes about experiences of gender dysphoria, about looking for own sexuality, and writes about gender nonconformity, about what it means to not fit in. And some of the parts of this book might be heavy going, some of them might be quite descriptive. Despite being very accessible, I think it is worth reading it just to see what the life of the person, non-binary person, looks like. I highly recommend that. And the third recommendation is this very handy dictionary. It's called The Queen's English, the LGBTQI+ Dictionary of Lingo and Colloquial Phrases, and it's written by Chloe O. Davies, and the foreword was written by Paula Ackman. This is a book for those of you who, like me, struggle to understand lingo on the RuPaul Drag Race, those of you who would like to learn more about the history of certain words and phrases used in queer communities, the book about the queer theory and basically what the words mean and how to use them. And those of you who would like to learn more about and educate themselves and celebrate a queer culture as well. It's beautifully published, it's got beautiful illustrations, and it's very colourful. And some of the words descriptions are short, some of the entries are very long, some of them will give you the nice tables to have a look at. I highly recommend it for everyone who would like to learn more about queer language. My next recommendation is this massive book. It's big. It's called Queer, LGBTQ Writing from Ancient Times to Yesterday, and it's edited by Frank Wynne. This massive chunk of the book contains 80 voices of queer history and writing from the ancient times. Starts with Homer and Achilles and continues throughout history, touching on bits of writing by very well-known queer authors such as Oscar Wilde, Virginia Woolf, but also introduce readers to the new voices. It contains poetry, essays, short stories, parts and fragments of bigger work, and scenes, and it is not contained to the one country. It represents queer people from all walks of life, all parts of history, from all over the world. It's something for you to dip in and out from. It's something to you to learn about a history of queer writing, and maybe to pick up some new names to find them and learn more about them later as well. And my last recommendation is this book here. It's called Gay Bar, Why We Went Out, and it's written by Jeremy Arterton Lynn. Jeremy's an American and he lives in UK now. And this is not only his memoir about his own experiences and his own stories about going to gay bars in mostly 3 different cities: London, Los Angeles and San Francisco. But it is also exploration of queer nightlife, its history, its culture. It is about the experiences of going to the place when you can be yourself, when you can meet other people like you, and it's about the history of those places, what are they doing now, and about what's going to happen to people if those places disappear. So it comes highly recommended as well. This is the end of my recommendations. Please remember that we have many more books lined up for you. Check our catalogue and check our digital libraries. They're all linked below. Please also check our social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Follow us, and we post a lot about the books as well. And I hope you give us a like. I hope you like this video as well. Thank you for watching, and have a good LGBTQ+ History Month. Thank you.